You're scrolling through your feed late one night, mind half drifting between sleep and the blue glow trance of your screen, when a grainy clip freezes your thumb. There, in the washed-out light of a solitary street lamp, a lone figure glides along deserted Serbian cobblestones. Her silhouette is unmistakable, a pale woman in a tattered dress, moving with an eerie, balletic grace. There's no soundtrack, just the imagined echo of shoes tapping on stone, each step punctuating the hush of midnight. 800,000 views later, this Serbian dancing lady is no longer a secret. She's a viral whisper that's become a roar, a mystery that begs the question, who or what is she? Tonight, let's walk those midnight streets together and search for answers. It all began with a single, enigmatic video. Early one spring morning in 2025, an anonymous TikTok account released a brief 30-second clip. It was nothing at first, a fleeting glimpse of a woman dancing alone beneath a flickering street lamp. But something about the way she moved, the way her dress caught the light, and the emptiness of the street behind her, drew viewers in. Within hours, the clip had 50,000 views. By sunset, it had quadrupled. Hashtags like #DancingLadySerbia and Whispers become words crept across social media as people everywhere tried to make sense of what they'd just seen. Comments flooded in, each one more breathless than the last. Some viewers reported shivers running down their spines. Others confessed to a dizzy sense of nausea, as though the lady's movements defied gravity or logic. A few swore they could hear ghostly laughter, faint and echoing, just beneath the crackle of poor-quality audio. But the real hook, the one that kept people coming back, replay after replay, was the central mystery. Was this a meticulously staged performance, or had something far stranger slipped through the cracks of the internet and into our collective imagination? Curiosity has a way of drawing people out of their comfort zones and into the unknown. Not long after the video went viral, a group of thrill seekers decided to investigate for themselves. They bundled up in dark clothes and set out for Vojvoda Street, the narrow lane where the dancing lady was first spotted. There, beneath that now infamous lamp, they whispered the chant that had begun circulating online. Plesi, 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 and dance, dance, dance. The hours ticked by in tense silence. Then, at exactly 3:17 a.m., the lamp snapped to life. She was there. No longer a shadowy rumor, but real. Her dress swirling in the lamplight. Her face hidden by long, damp strands of hair. She moved with the slow, deliberate rhythm of a Viennese waltz, arms extended as if holding an invisible partner. The witnesses were rooted in place, transfixed. No one dared to call out. No one even reached for their phones. The only sound was the soft, rhythmic beat of her feet, echoing through the silent street. And in that moment, it was clear. She wasn't dancing for them. She was dancing through them, as if they were mere ghosts to her reality. The legend spread beyond TikTok and into the heart of local folklore. In the nearby village of Zlatnica, elders recalled their own name for the mysterious woman, Gospa od Noći, the Lady of the Night. Their stories stretched back generations to tales of Mile Mila, spirits condemned to dance under the moon for eternity, bound by betrayal, heartbreak, or curses. These were not beings to be trifled with. You don't call her name, you don't record her steps, and you never applaud, they'd warn, clucking their tongues at the rash curiosity of youth. But the world had changed, and the old cautions were lost in the tide of viral fame. The allure of the unknown drew others, too. Anna Petrovic, an independent filmmaker, set out with her camera and a cautious heart. She reminded herself not to intrude, not to get too close. Hostility in your lens can provoke a reaction, she whispered, echoing advice from local superstition. Even so, when she turned the corner onto Voivoda Street, the air grew heavy and cold. There in the lamplight, the dancing lady spun, her movements both beautiful and chilling, her white knuckles flashing as she turned. Anna's camera caught everything, until, in one impossible instant, the lady stopped, tilted her head, and mimicked Anna's stance. For a heartbeat, dancer and filmmaker were perfectly aligned, a reflection in a midnight mirror. Then, as suddenly as she'd appeared, the lady faded into shadow, leaving Anna with trembling hands and footage that would soon captivate 1 million more viewers. Experts weighed in as the phenomenon exploded. Psychologists called it collective pareidolia, the mind's tendency to find patterns and faces in shadows and static. Skeptics argued for drones, special effects, or clever editing. Yet the most credible witnesses all described the same odd details. The street lamp glowed a sickly green before the lady emerged, and audio recordings captured strange music box glitches that defied explanation. Seasoned paranormal investigators shook their heads, unable to find projectors or hidden wires. The streets would return to silence, only to come alive again with rumors at the next midnight hour. What compels the lady to dance? Theories abound. Some say she's reliving the moment her heart broke, a lover's betrayal, a wedding gone wrong, a life cut short. Others believe she's a digital ghost, conjured by the endless repetition of her image on screens worldwide. Perhaps in our hunger to watch and share, we've trapped a lonely soul in an endless viral loop, a requiem for lost empathy in the age of the algorithm. Every view, every replay becomes another spin in her lonely ballroom. And so the legend endures. The Serbian dancing lady is more than just a fleeting meme. She's a question whispered from the shadows. Do we keep watching, chasing after shivers and chills? Or do we offer her something different? A moment of stillness, a silent bow of respect. Imagine stepping into the street, no phone in hand, and simply witnessing her dance. No flashing lights, no commentary, just a quiet recognition that behind every legend, every viral sensation, there is a human story aching to be heard. Perhaps, in the hush of midnight, our empathy can become the kindness that sets her free. The Serbian dancing lady may be the internet's most haunting dance, but maybe she's also an invitation to slow down, to listen, and to remember that every myth is born from longing, and every ghost is a story waiting for compassion. Next time you feel the urge to capture the moment, ask yourself, are you honoring her story or stealing it? In the spaces between her steps, may our whispered understanding bring peace to her midnight waltz.